Hey guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a 70s inspired R&B track. Nothing too fancy today, I'm just going to show you how you can get your idea down quickly and make a decent demo fairly quick. Right, as you can see in here, I'm already starting with the drums, using battery for this, as you can see, kick, snare, and hi-hats. Right, Command Q to quantize that, because I was a bit off. But now you can see here that it sounds good. And then you can press Command R to duplicate that. So we get twice the length, because I need that for my bass line, which is the next instruments I'll play now. That humming sound is just the antenna on the guitars. For some reason, it makes that sound in our studio. I'm using the plugin from Waves to get the bass amp sound. Nothing fancy going on here, just the normal settings really. Just to get the sound. And then some compression with the CLA 76 to catch the peaks. Alright, let's record some bass. Alright. Let's get rid of the access there. Beautiful, okay. And now, let's get some guitar on there. For the guitar, I'm using Neural DSP archetype. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but anyway, great plugin. I've tried a couple of ones, or we've tried a couple of ones, and this is the one we think is best sounding. Alright, let's enable record on that one and see if we can add some chords. Okay. Okay, some guitar, and then we just get rid of the excess there as well. And maybe we'll add a little fade out and fade in on that track, and we'll do the same with the bass, just so we don't get any clicking noise when we restart the loop. Alright, let's record some. Yeah, let's do a pad. Alright, let's load that. It's Omnisphere that I'm using for this pad sound. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but it's a fairly simple saw pad from Omnisphere, nothing too crazy. Alright, let's try to record that. As you can hear, it's sounding really good. Quite slow attack. It's not that percussive, it's just gonna fatten up the sound a bit. Right, let's duplicate that. Trim the notes so you get them longer and the timing right. turn it down a tiny bit, and then Command R it, so we get a nice little loop. Okay. Just remembered I forgot to put reverb on this. And for this guitar, I'm using Valhalla Vintage Verb. Quite long reverb, as you can see, but that's just a matter of taste. I like long reverbs. See, quite a bit of reverb on that one. And you can add a little phone booth filter in the EQ. Just a channel EQ from Logic. Works really well for this. And now some piano or Rhodes. I'm using Keyscape for this Rhodes sound. Great plugin. I'm a big Spectratronics fan, as you can see. They make great plugins. All right. Lovely. Do the same with this, just trim the notes so you get them the right length, and duplicate Command R again. Alright. I'm doing the same here, taking a bit of low end off the Rhodes because it can be quite bassy. Alright, so let's try to get the drum parts on individual tracks, just so we can EQ them differently and get some more punch out of the kick and the snare. And the way I'm doing it here is just copying all the parts on 3 different tracks and then just removing two of the instruments on every track, so you end up with one track with each instrument. All right. See, that makes a huge difference. That's the UAD Pultec. Okay, so I'm boosting 100 Hertz and around 3K. See, now it sounds a lot fuller. I'm just gonna increase my buffer size here, because if not, I'm gonna be in trouble. All right, and I think, yeah, we're gonna add one more plugin to the kick, the Smack Attack, Waves Smack Attack, which is a transient shaper. Just get the transient more, so it cuts through the mix a bit more. You don't really need that when you only have 5 instruments. I just love that plugin, so I use it all the time. But again, you don't have to. The hi-hats, just, I'm using a low pass filter, quite high, just to get the sound that I want. And then for the snare, done some EQing, taking it up a bit. around 200, and then a little dip between 500 and 1K. And now we'll add some compression. So here what that does, instantly just gives it more punch. And you can see the ratio is quite low, around 3. And if you want more punch, you can adjust the threshold. But as a general idea, being around -5 dB on that is probably your best bet, okay? And for the snare, we'll add a tiny bit of the big reverb. But be careful so it doesn't sound like you're in a church playing. Some of that same reverb to the synth pad as well, just to glue everything together. Oopsie daisy, and there, I think we have it. Yeah, we'll rename that Rhodes. We'll add some again of that same long verb. That's the Valhalla vintage verb that I showed you earlier. Okay, so with just 5 instruments, we've made a good sounding idea that you can put some lyrics on, whatever you like, and then this is optional, but you can use a limiter just to push up the level a bit. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. This is a finished beat. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and look out for more content on our YouTube page. I'm Nico from One Fine Line, and I'll see you later.